The 2024 presidential election is seeing renewed focus today as President Joe Biden sits down for a one-on-one interview for the first time since last week's debate.
Yeah, that's later tonight, but the president spent the day campaigning in Wisconsin. The next few days could be make-or-break moments following that lackluster debate. Joining us now to discuss the appearance today, CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane, who's live in Wisconsin where the president spoke. Scott, let's start with that speech. I'm curious about what the reaction is because he seemed, the president, to take a little jibe at people who said he should step aside. What was the reaction?
It really is the first time the president so demonstratively and declaratively acknowledged calls within his own party to get out. He said in so many words at this rally, they're trying to push me from this race, and I won't be pushed. I'm staying in, which really is quite something because so much of this campaign has been and should be about contrasting himself with Donald Trump and fighting the Republicans. As part of this rally today, he acknowledged and to a degree pushed back on people in his own party. We'll see if that's effective, but that really is problematic. If some of the fighting you're doing this close to an election is against people inside your own party, it may not be sustainable, it may not be tenable. Doesn't mean it's not changeable, though, for President Biden over the next 72 hours. A big moment tonight when he has a one-on-one interview, likely focused on his health, airing across America in prime time.
Absolutely. And Scott, when we say the stakes could not be higher for tonight's interview, it is true, right? If tonight doesn't go well, what messaging do you expect from the White House?
I think that's right. I think the stakes are high, and I think the White House will have to be prepared for all possibilities. But based on our sourcing and the interviews and private conversations we're having with sources, it's not going to be a sufficient thing for President Biden to put this all to rest. Even the best interview possible is not going to quiet some of these concerns that, first of all, he needs to do more unscripted, engaged events in front of the public. News conferences, things that air live. But also, there's concern with how the Biden White House has handled all this, that it's been 8 days until the first interview, that he's frequently not in public view, that he isn't having more events like the one he had today here in Madison, Wisconsin. There are deep concerns among Democrats I'm not sure can be quieted or put away in the course of just one or two events.
Yeah, Scott, we saw some reporting today, I believe, that one of the senators was actually preparing other senators together to say, hey, folks, we're not happy about this. I know you always have your ear to the ground in Washington. Do you think that's a few guys or maybe a real groundswell? What are you hearing off the record?
It's somewhere in between. CBS News has confirmed that Senator Mark Warner, who is not just any senator, not just a rank-and-file senator, but the chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee from the state of Virginia, a potentially endangered state if the recent polling shows anything, is galvanizing senators to push the president to get out of this race. It's not a backbench senator. It's somebody with heft and with political might here. It's telling. But it's also not sufficient. They're going to need more of a wave to convince the president to do this because it is the president's decision alone, and he has been unequivocal over the course of this day that he's not going anywhere.
All right. Scott MacFarlane live in Wisconsin. Scott, thank you for joining us.
Scott, all over it as always. Scott, we look forward to talking to you again, and we know we will. And stay with CBS New York on air and online for the latest on the 2024 presidential race. We'll have a recap, reaction to tonight's interview at CBS 2 News at 11.